I'm Vlad, and in this video we're going to learn how to build your first AI agent. No coding required, no prior knowledge. Let's get started. For this, we are going to use n8n platform. This platform allows you to create different automations, including AI automation. So let's imagine if you have any operation in your business or daily task that you want to accomplish. With AI, it allows you to do that by using different models that are available on the platform, or you can create your personal connection like using API. We created full new account for this tutorial, and we are going to see how to do everything step by step. So let's create our first workflow, and this will be our AI agent. So the idea of this agent is going to be a simple agent that's going to receive voice message, where I just talk about task I need to accomplish and something yet to do in future that I like to do during walks. And this agent should extract those information as a text and create a refined ticket in Trello. And after that, send me this ticket link. So communication interface for this, I would prefer Telegram, as I use this messenger a lot. And we are going to wrap our agent to be as part of like Telegram chat. So let's see how it should work. So we have Telegram interface, and we will create a voice message and audio message and send it to our n8n platform. And from there, first we're going to transcribe this message and create this AI agent that's going to work with that message. And depending on what we need, we will create only one tool at this moment. It's create Trello card. We're going to refine this card based on the information we have and create a new Trello card and send the link back. To start, we need to have some kind of trigger to start our workflow. For n8n, it can be anything like field form, message get from somewhere, or just scheduled, let's say every 15 minutes we should start this workflow. In our case, we're going to have this Telegram message received for our n8n workflow. So for this, we're going to click this plus and type Telegram and see this integration with Telegram. And we could pick up whatever action we want to have, but I would prefer to use on message for this workflow. So every time we get a message, we are going to trigger this workflow. To create our Telegram bot that will be as interface for our n8n agent, we're going to use Telegram agent for that called botfather. So here we can create our new bot in Telegram, and let's call it n8n Trello tutorial agent. And we need to create our username that should be unique. Let's put it n8n. And the important part that our bot in Telegram always should end with _bot. So let's create this bot, and here we can copy our key and paste as an access token and save it. So yeah, it tested the connection tested successfully, so it means we already have connected Telegram bot to our n8n platform. And triggered on message, so every time there is a message to our agent, we will trigger this workflow. Okay, we created our trigger. Let's save it, put it as an active. Workflow activated. Your workflow will now listen to events. That's fine. Here's our bot. So we can type something like, "Hi, I'm Vlad," and see that our execution starts. For this, let's go to the project directory and see this execution tab. So here's like my workflow. We will rename it a little bit later. And we can see when we click on this execution that it actually was triggered. And if we want to check it more, we can click on this and see our actual message. Additionally, we can try to create audio message and validate it. Hello, can you hear me well right now? And let's see our workflow execution one more time. And as you can see, it's not text right now, but voice. It's MIME type, we have file ID, we have file unique ID and file size. So this will allow to get a file with audio that we recorded and transcribe it if we need. Let's rename our agent because I don't like this name. So Telegram Trello AI agent. Okay, so right now we see that we can have two types of messages. So mostly I use voice messages, but we can support both. So for this, we're going to use such type of node that's called switch that allows us to do different logic based on some condition. Let's say if it's voice message, we will do like this algorithm on this number of steps, and if it's like text message, we will do another number of steps, and otherwise we will just say, oh sorry, I don't support this type of message. So here we have like different number of rules. We have our triggered message, and based on this message type, if we have our message text is not empty. So if we have some text, so we will consider as a text. If we have, it was called, if I'm not mistaken, voice. And we need to have this exist. So it means like our voice key exists. We will have another route. And here we got our first switch, and it will be routed to different steps. First one is a text message, so we can directly send it to our AI agent, and number one is like voice message, so we should have a transcription of that message first to start processing it. So let's see what we can do about transcription. So transcription, it means that we should transform audio message, so it means like audio file, into text. So it means like it will be transformed from speech to text. Here we can find multiple transcribers if we just type transcribe. So there are like three options. And we are going to use one from OpenAI, and we have this audio actions. One of them is transcribe recording, and for this we are going to use OpenAI. So first thing to do, to connect our OpenAI, we need to create new credentials, and for this we need our API key. API key is basically some kind of like secret information similar to a password that will allow you to use OpenAI features in your needs, like in a programmable way. To get such API key, we need to go to the platform openai.com, sign in, and here, like in our profile, we can find API keys tab, and in API keys we can create new secret key. Let's call it n8n tutorial Vlad AI. It's just for our like understanding, so it doesn't matter how you name it, and we can assign it to a project. Let's put it to this one, and we are going to create it. So yeah, right now I can copy this key, and our key is going to look like this. I'm going to copy it and insert into our API key field. And yeah, we can optionally put some other information, but yeah, we can save it it's tested, so our API key was added. So it means right now we can use OpenAI API, so different features like transcriber, like text-to-speech, so voiceovers, or just chatting capabilities with different models to use in our automation. And we need input data field name, so where to get our information from. For this, we need to just trigger this workflow with that information to make it easier. So let's execute workflow. It's waiting for our input, and we are going to record one more message to make it voice. Hello, can you hear me well? And here you can see that our message type was identified correctly, and we got an error on this node. You can see because we just didn't provide a file to transcribe. And let's see and fix it. So yeah, we need our input data field name to do that. As you can see, we don't have file itself, but we have just file ID. So Telegram provides you an option to get audio file based on its ID, but it will be a separate node for us. So we need to go one more time to Telegram and create node between this transcribe a record and switch that will provide you this file. So we have this get a file. So we're going to get this file, and we need to put here this file ID, and let's execute this step. And okay, here's our file. Here we can use this just data and execute the step. Here's our transcription. So we transcribed our message into this text. Okay, right now we have two branches. One is that process text, so we don't have anything as we can use the text as is, and audio branch that just start to transcribe the message and get the same text. Now we need to combine that into one node that we are going to use for our AI agent that we are building. So for this, we can use a node called merge to merge two nodes. And we will connect our transcribe record and switch node to have and to use append. So we will have all the results from first branch and second branch, and all those appear in this node. After this merge node, we need to transform it to single field as our input to AI node. For this purpose, we are going to use edit field node. So it will take our merge node, and we can add a field. So our input will be right now as one of those values. And so we have just our input. So we already processed our input data, and we are ready to start our AI agent creation. So for this, we have this node called AI agent, and it looks like this. So it has agent itself. It provides you an ability to choose chat model. So it means there are many providers and many models you can use. For example, one from OpenAI, like GPT 4, 5, whatever. From Google, those are Gemini models. Or let's say from Anthropic, that like Claude models, if you heard about that one. And you can choose whatever model is best for your use case. For this one, we are going to use an OpenAI because we already have a connection with OpenAI, and we have a simple agent, so we actually don't care about what exactly are we going to use. So for OpenAI, we can use the same connection. So we have this OpenAI connection already, and we can choose model we want to use. Let's use GPT-5 mini. As it's relatively cheap and pretty good for results. So inside, our AI agent will look like this. So first we want to define below what exactly will be our user input message. So it won't be a chat as is, but it will be our input that we created, and we can put it here. And AI agents are defined by their system message, so what they should do and in which way. So it's a plain English explanation where you need to describe what exactly agents should do, how to act, how to behave in different situations, and in what format it should provide the answer. So it could be plain text, it could be with bullet points, it could be structured output like so-called JSON, so it will be structured data type. So here we have our default UI helpful assistant, but we want for testing just create something simple. You are helpful assistant that should duplicate all the messages user provide you. Just respond with exact same message as you got. And let's execute this step, and we can see that it takes some time, and we can see that it's just exactly the same one. And for purpose of this part to test our AI agent, let's send message back that we created. For this we will just send this message. So we have this send a text message, and we are going to use the same chat ID as it was initially. So here we can see chat ID. Text will be like this. And yeah, we can do it like here. So right now we are going to make our agent more complicated and doing actual connection to Trello. For this we are going to use thing called tool. So tool is an ability for agent to access external services, like in this case Trello. So we will provide access to create cards for our agent. So we have this separate tool, and we can find Trello in our list. And first thing we need to do is to add our credentials with a connection. For this we also need API key and API token, and let's get it. To get this API key, we need to go to admin panel for Trello. So it's available by Power Apps admin. And here we can create for our new app, let's call it n8n AI agent tutorial. So it will be available for this personal access. Let's type some email to support. And same for contact. Put an author and can create it. Here we generated our API key and secret, but ideal here is that like we can use this API key and just put it to our API key, but the secret we cannot use it as is, because at the moment there is small flow that we need to bypass. For this I will connect a link below that where we can, for our personal user, to generate a correct secret. For this we need to connect our boards to our created this agent in Trello. So we will use API key, and you can see that yeah, it asks about access, we allow it, and we generated access token. And this one we can use as API token. And yeah, it's connected successfully. And right now we have authorized credentials for Trello account, and we need to set up tool itself. For this we have our tool description, resource, so we will do some operation with this card, and operation itself, so we are going to create it. To get list ID, we are going to open this board that we are going to use, and let's say I want to use this list to refine. For this, we just need to add it's just some Trello problems, but yeah, we need to add .json to the end, press enter, and we are going to see this dashboard in a JSON format. And here we can find to refine list. So here you can see the list that we have and our ID, and we are going to use it. So here's our list. Let's copy this list ID here, and right now we can focus on dynamic values that our AI should populate, as its name and description. So for this we have two options, like either to use fixed, so something predefined value like my card, but we want to provide AI more flexibility and use expression, and for that we can make our AI to decide what name for the card it should be. For this we're going to use so-called from AI function that, let's say, we can see here, like define automatically, and it will look like this. So it's just some function that will be used. So let's put it back here, and we are going to use this from AI. And from AI, as you can see, it requires multiple prompts. So the key that our AI should use, so our AI can provide a structured internal output with different keys and values. So let's say you need to create a card name, it will be name or card name and some value for the name, or it need to be detailed card description, and you will have the name for as a description, let's say, and like detailed value of that, so description itself. So here, yeah, we can use this name, let's name it name, and we need to have the description, name of the card to create for this task. Type, we are going to put it as a string, so it's just a string value, and some default value, new card. And as the same, we are going to put for description. Detailed, refined description of the card. And no description, let's put by default. And yeah, we can create this tool as this. Right now we can test our agent manually, and to make our agent work, we need to explain that it's not right now just an echo assistant, but it's like a project manager, like personal assistant that should structure and create a new ticket based on like a task I want. So you are personal assistant. You will receive a request from user and need to answer that one if that is a question, or in case if it is a task or multiple tasks. For future, you need to create new cards in Trello, and let's put refined cards with good name and description in Trello, and provide back the names for or IDs for those cards with message that you've created tickets. Something like that. So we just explained what role it should act, what it should do, and what it should provide as a response. And yeah, let's save and let's execute our workflow. And we forgot to update our edit field, so we need to update it to process both like voice and text options. So here we just had before this only this text, but our text option, it's a little bit different structure, so it has message.text inside, and we need to use one of them. We definitely we know for sure that it will be only one of them, so yeah, we can be sure that it will be a compound message, only keeping just one of them. So let's save our agent and try to execute flow, and let's type something. Let's say what are the important parts of modern AI agents. And we can see that our flow starts. Oh, sorry. So we see that it goes for the upper route as a green, so it's just a text type. And it goes to AI agent, and we see it executes the model, and it takes some time, and after that it's going to send a message. And yeah, we see the problem. The message is too long, so for this we need to limit our message. So the message should be short, like max 20 symbols, as for Telegram message response. So we are going to limit our AI message output, and let's regenerate it. Let's send this message. And yeah, here we have core parts, perception, world model and reasoning, planning, decision making, memory, learning, adaptation, yeah, so something like that. So we got our assistant, just this assistant, but let's test it with voice and creation those tickets. Yeah, hi. I want to create a ticket in Trello about that I want to create a video about how to make AI agent, first one from scratch, in make.com somewhere next week. And we can see that our message goes through the bottom road because it's a voice one. So it was transcribed, and we can see that our agent is executing workflow. And if you saw, it created some, like it executed this Trello card creation and continue the execution. And at the end, we got create Trello card ticket and yeah, multiple short links. And let's see what it does. So here you see that it decided to create multiple videos. So here is the important part for AI agents that you need to test them. So one of the stuff that we did is like manual testing. So for example, here we just need to specify we want to create only one big ticket per task, or if user mentioned multiple tasks, to create one ticket per each of those, only if explicitly mentioned. And let's put big ticket per task with detailed refining. And yeah, let's test it one more time. And for simplicity, let's archive all these cards and yeah, execute workflow one more time. Create a ticket for Trello where I want to create AI agent with all necessary details using make.com. a video for YouTube. And let's see how it works. So the same, it goes for top route, executes the agent, decides that what it exactly should do. And here you can see that it finished working, and we can see, okay, create Trello card. It's an idea of that card that we can, like, if we want, transform to a link. But let's go here, like YouTube AI video, and we have like detailed card for that. And yeah, if we want, we can create much more complexity. We can add whatever functionality we need, just to simplifying our day-to-day operation. Let's, like for me, it was, yeah, I just want to talk and create tickets in tool I like to use for project management and personal tasks. So in this video, we'll learn step by step on how to create your first AI agent with tools capabilities from scratch, and how to connect it to UI parts like Telegram. You can do that in different ways, to forms, to WhatsApp, or to social media messages. So it's an infinite surface on what you can do with that. Hit like and subscribe, and write in a comment what agents would you like to create with this knowledge. I'm Vlad, and see you in the next one.